Just taking it slow. I'm more focused on doing adventure tones right now so I don't have to worry about them later. Take the slow path, my boy. Because look, let me tell you, I did the same shit. Right? And here, let me tell you what the difference is. If you take the fast path of getting one character zoomed all the way up, that character is going to be pretty decently strong. I would say probably like 55 to 62% strong. You take the fast path on one character. But guess what? You have alts. Your alts are going to be like 22% strong. Alright? You're going to be 22% strong. Okay? So you're like up here. Your alts are down here. You're going to spend more of your time playing alts. Right? Because that's just how the game is. Because you're gonna have to get your mats on your alts. So you're spending majority of your time at 22% full power, right? Or you can take the slow route, which goes horizontally, right? You get your runes, you get your skill points, you get your quality of life things, you know, your extra bifrost, your you know, this, that, and the third. You get all of this, right? And now guess what? Let's say when you're doing it the slow route, your main might be like 48% strong instead of 62. So he's at 48%. But all your alts are like 45%. And they're really fucking close. So you feel pretty fucking good on any character you play. But now guess what? Now all of your shit on your horizontal is fucking boosted. Right? All your shit's fucking to the max. So now you push this one dude. And then guess what? He goes from 48 to like 70. Well, guess what? Now that he's at 70, all your alts are super fucking close to him because all they need is combat levels at that point. So guess what? You're at 70 on the main. You might be at like 67 on the alts, you know, as they slowly catch up. But then let's say a new class comes out and you're like, hey, yo, that class looks pretty fucking sick. I think I want to play it. Instead of being in like the 20s, you know, you're at 70% on the main, you're at, you know, 67 on your alts. Well, now, all you got to do is just level the character. So guess what? They already start off in their 50s, like 50%. Then you get their combat levels up to, you know, where you can get them to. Guess what? They go from 50 right to 67. Boom. You just got a new character to 67% where all your other characters are. Now you're feeling like a fucking juicer on your main. But you also feel like a fucking juicer on your alts because they're so fucking close. You're this far apart from your main to your alts. That's going horizontally. But guess what? That's the slowest fucking route to play because now it takes you longer to get to, let's say, you know, hard mode. It takes you longer, it takes you longer to get to Argos. It takes you longer to get to Vaulton. It'll take you longer to get to Vicus. But guess what? Those things aren't going anywhere. You know what is going to go somewhere? What happens when your one attempt of the day is gone? Or, not of the day, excuse me. Of the week is gone on Vaulton. Now what are you going to do? Go fucking lay down and wait until next week? You're going to be on your alts, and guess what? They all feel like dog shit because, oh man, I don't want to play these alts. They all feel like shitty. It's not fun, this, that, and the third. Because you don't have all this horizontal shit to help boost their strength super close to your main. You know what I'm saying? You get... That's why every one of these characters right here, they ain't nowhere near 1445. This dude feels really fun to play. This one, really fun. This one, really fun. This one, extremely fun. You know why? Because they have all that juice. Even on this character, I've got all the runes that he wants. I've got all the skill points that he can get. Guess what? All he needs is this right here. He just needs to level this right here. And then he's basically like my sharpshooter. And my sharpshooter is sitting at like 60-something% on strength. Like that is the slow route, but that is what makes it feel so much better because, okay, yeah, you could say this is my highest level. This is my highest level character, right? 1445. I spend a majority of time on these other characters than I do on this one. So if I can make these characters feel better, guess what? My whole experience of Lost Ark is going to feel so much better compared to anybody else's because my shit is super close to each other. That's why horizontal is so painful to do, but the return on the investment for it is so significant that it's hard to put a quantifiable thing on it, right? If I was able to do that, then I would be able to say, oh yeah, if you do this first, then it's definitely going to be, this much percentage. But all you can do is just base it off of just estimates, and that's kind of what it feels like now. All these percentages will go from like the 70s up to like the 80s and then to the 90s as time progresses. You got to look at tripods, you got to look at cards, you got to look at gem levels, and then the biggest thing that you have to look at is getting the relic sets. Without those relic sets, it is going to feel not that fun. And that's the biggest thing that I'm experiencing on my Sork right now. Until she gets her thing, then it'll be chilling. But to round it all back, that is why getting all of your horizontal stuff done first is going to make your experience in the long run feel so much better. That's why I'm able to play all these alts all the time, every day. Doesn't matter. You know why? Because none of my characters feel shitty. They all feel great. They all feel great. And that's why it's so easy to do the same thing day in and day out. Because no character feels like they're significantly worse than the other. That's the key. I guarantee you, the people that quit are one of two people. They didn't do their horizontal, and they got stuck on alts that they didn't like because they didn't feel good. Or they didn't make it to Legion raids, and they didn't experience the insanity of the Legion raid, and they quit there. Or they quit a long time ago because, oh god, I have to play alts. Oh god, I have to do this. Oh god, I have to do that. Or they quit because of honing and, ooh.